Rich Paul said that Scottie Pippen was more impactful in the championships than Michael Jordan. What the are you talking about, man? I know you want to big your man up. I know you got to big your man up. He got you from selling the jerseys in the trunk to where you are now, man. I understand. You have to stand up for your guy, but stop making up shit. That's bull. When LeBron said, when I won in 2016, I believe I was the greatest of all time. I don't think he believed that because he didn't look straight up. His body language was like, I won. He looking around because he knew, like, hey, this ain't going to go well. This going to take me for the rest of my goddamn life. And I want to tell you, I thought I was the greatest of all time. Favorite moments by him is when Derrick Rose dunked on my man in Phoenix, Dragic in Phoenix. Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Do you know who this guy is? This is Derrick Rose. He jumped, man, come on, man. Exciting, bro. I'm like, I was mad that TNT didn't pick him up. Yo, what's up? It's the Ronnie Ray Show. We back, baby. We back with the segments as always, man. We get off my chest today. What did Rich Paul and LeBron say this time about MJ? Remember the classics, Regulate by my man Warren G. This or that. Who made the biggest mistake in the playoffs? DeAron Fox or J.R. Smith? Random questions with finale. Will I do over from a sitcom? And much respect goes out to the late great Stacey King, man. Chicago Bulls for life, man. Yo, so sit back, relax, and enjoy it. We coming with it right now. All right, off my chest. Yeah, we gonna do it again. You know what I'm saying? Because they keep talking. Man, MJ been retired for decades, and yet and still, y'all got stuff to say, man. What did Rich Paul and LeBron James say this time about MJ? Now, we're gonna start Rich Paul. It happened a couple weeks ago. I didn't get a chance to say nothing about it, so I'm gonna say something about it today. Rich Paul said that Scottie Pippen was more impactful in the championships than Michael Jordan. What the are you talking about, man? I know you want to big your man up. I know you got to big your man up. He got you from selling the jerseys in the trunk to where you are now, man. I understand. You have to stand up for your guy, but stop making up shit. That's bull. Scottie Pippen, first of all, great player, great player. I love Scottie Pippen's game, but more impactful than MJ? No, not at all, man. We had to look at it. I'm like, maybe he's right. I'm going to look at it before I start talking shit. Before I lean in on I'm going to start observing it, and then I'm just going to do my critiques. Scottie Pippen, like I said, great player, fantastic basketball player, great teammate. It's just guys that are superstars and it's guys that are great teammates. He was like just right on the cusp. He could have been the superstar. He's still a superstar, but he's at the bottom of the superstar tier. If you had to do a list of players, you probably talking about Scottie at like 25, 30, but that's a lot. That's a lot of players. So I ain't dissing Scottie whatsoever. But he had his chance to be the most impactful guy in the NBA and blew it. He blew it, man. He was never MVP in none of those championships. And he was the only all-star Michael Jordan had. Mike like, you know what? I'm going to take you with me. We're going to be up. We're going to be at the Breakfast Club. We're going to go work out every morning. Scottie started getting great at basketball. Scottie waited for Scottie highlights. And then in 1990, they were Game 7, and he had the migraine headache. He had 2 points. He was 1 of 10, and he had the migraine headache. And we all gave him a pass in Chicago because his dad died. And he had shit going on with him. Like, all right, Scottie going to come back. 91, let's see what happens. They win a championship. Scottie started getting cocky. 92, he hanging with MJ. He go to the Dream Team. 93 comes. This is the tandem for the next 10 years. This is what's going to be. Watch that 93 series against Phoenix. I watched that a lot. The last game, Game 6, because the Bulls lost Game 5 in Chicago. When you watch the game, though, fourth quarter, where was Scottie Pippen? Michael Jordan, he had all the points in the fourth quarter. He had all the points in the fourth quarter until John Paxson hit the shot. Where was Scottie Pippen? No points in the fourth. The next season, MJ retires. Scottie Pippen's the man. Tony Kukoc is there. People were like, oh, man, Scottie got the Bulls to blah, blah, blah. They still had the system. They still had Phil Jackson. They still had all the other pieces that knew how to win. It wasn't like you was in there with nobody. You had people that can win. Tony Kukoc was there, though. Tony Kukoc was a star on his own. Playoffs, Game 3, New York Knicks. They down by 1 point. Scottie wants the shot. Tony Kukoc had hit that shot like 4 times that season. Why wouldn't you go to him? He told Scottie, hey, throw it in to Tony. Hey, but I'm the star. The right play is to throw it to Tony. If you were the most impactful player, there wouldn't be no question. Tony hit the shot, game over. Bulls lost the series anyway. I think the Bulls could have probably gave the Rockets a run for their money in the finals, but they didn't make it. So be it. When he did that with Tony Kukoc, Cross was going to trade his ass. Jordan wasn't here. He's like, I'm going to trade you. We're going to get this guy from Duke named Grant Hill. Now, I'm looking at it back then. I'm like, that's dumb. Don't do that. I saw Grant Hill play. I'm like, we should have traded Scottie's ass. Because I'm like, if the Bulls would have got Grant Hill was there when MJ came back, they still would have got 3. I guarantee you they still would have got 3. I'm going to ask one of these guys that do the video games and say, what if what's the name went to this team? I want to see what happens with that. Put Grant Hill on the Bulls and trade Scottie Pippen. MJ's come back. Bulls win some more. Scottie got pissed. He wants his money. He goes to the Houston Rockets where Hakeem and Barkley are. Loses. Against the Lakers. Leaves them. Goes to Portland. He gets everybody that's everybody. He get Rasheed Wallace. He get Damon Stoudemire. Stacey King. He got all these guys. And they got like a super team. I'm like, how the fuck did he join these guys? And you watching their records right there. But they run into Shaq and Kobe. Whitfield Jackson as the coach. They had Lakers on the ropes. I'm watching this game. They up 15 damn points. What happened? He was on the court. The most impactful player in championship history is on the court. Kobe crossed his ass, threw it to Shaq. Shit's over. Lakers run damn shit for the next 3 years. But Scottie's still one of my favorite players. But more impactful than MJ? Hell no. Now, what did LeBron say just recently? LeBron just said something recently. They say it was on one of the 100 most influential, I think it was Time Magazine cover he just did. They asked him about the GOAT debate. And he said, I'm not taking nobody over me. And I'm like, okay. You have the right to be cocky. This guy is fantastic. LeBron James, believe it or not, is one of my favorite basketball players of all time. When I first saw him, like, this dude is amazing. This guy can play basketball. He has the right to be cocky because he is one of the greatest of all time. He's just not the greatest, and I think he knows that. And then people are like, what are you saying? He can say what he wants. When LeBron said, when I won in 2016, I believe I was the greatest of all time. I don't think he believed that because he didn't look straight up. His body language was like, I won. He looking around because he knew, like, hey, this ain't going to go well. This going to take me for the rest of my goddamn life. And I want to tell you, I thought I was the greatest of all time. He talking to his friends. You can say it to your face, man, I'm the greatest ever. I don't think he believes that. But then I start looking. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me go back to LeBron's life. If I was to pick any player ever, it's not him. People like trip on me like, yo, you just hate him. I don't hate him. But I've seen this guy's entire career. I've seen a lot of guys' entire careers, and he ain't it. To me, I think he's I think he's great, again. And I shouldn't have any checks like, don't let him do this, don't let him do that, don't let him do that. I remember he was avoiding free throws for a long time. And then little shit like selective defense. Like, what is that? Like, no, man, you out there playing. You getting paid $1 million a fucking game. Get your ass out there and play. You had great highlights when he blocked Iguodala's shot. Great. I remember you said you wanted to be a defensive player of the year. That's why you was missing. He's never been a defensive player of the year. When you say you want to be something, I think he should, because he's supposed to be the greatest, right? He should have got that. In clutch time, I don't trust him. I think he's cool, but I don't think he's the greatest. Hell no. He let me down too many times. He's let me down too many times. I'm rooting for this kid. When he lost to Boston, he walked out and put the jersey off. I'm like, he ain't coming back to the Cleveland Cavaliers. He said he's going to be in a dunk contest. He didn't show up. I'm be here next year. He lost to Orlando. Sucked. The decision pissed me off because I was late for dinner. It was on my damn birthday when he did that. He knew he wasn't going to stay. Should have just left. Then he got to Miami. He started talking. Yeah, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7. You got 2. When Kobe challenged you in the All-Star game, that's them points on the streets. Kobe hit the ground like, come on, let's go. And he like, Carmelo, he was passing that ball. And to top it all, you're the greatest of all time. This is what you said, and I don't think you was as confident. You got swept 4 times. You still playing, you got swept 4 times. You the greatest, you supposed to at least get 1. You got swept 4 times. So when I pick LeBron James, no, he'll be on the team, though. He'll be on the team. But if I had to pick one guy, come on for MJ. And that's y'all. This is the reason why y'all doing all this stuff. This is why Rich Paul, this is why LeBron, this is why I saw those guys saying what they saying. This is how great Michael Jordan was. He been retired for years, and y'all still talking about him. And remember when LeBron was younger? I'm still chasing that ghost in Chicago. You ain't gonna catch it. If you're looking for 6 championships, you're not gonna do it. If they win now, it won't be because of him. It'll be because of Luka and Reeves. But the thing that can make him a legend, I heard Stephen A. say this, and like, I agree. The thing that'll make LeBron a legend, if he just pack it up, take a pay cut. You got $1 billion. Take a pay cut. Again, I don't dislike LeBron. You take his ass back to Cleveland. You win, go out, and that'll be it. That's your farewell trip right there. Go back home. You still can hoop. Take both of your sons. Go back, still can hoop. Mitchell, if whatever Harden fails at, you got him. Up there, Allen, Mobley, you can win with them. I think he should go back there. They can beat the East. Bron, go back to Cleveland. I want you to go back to Cleveland. And all this stuff I just said about you will be wiped. But will I think you the greatest? No. I just think it'll make your career look real good if you go back home and win. No disrespect, love LeBron. Don't care if Rich Paul riding for his guy, I got you. But better than MJ? No. Next segment. All right, remember the classics today, man. Warren G. Regulate. First album, yes. I remember first time hearing it, I bought it the first day it was at the store. Actually, it came out June 7th, 94. I got it like June 3rd, whatever, because they used to sell the albums early at the Plaza on a Friday. The albums come out on Tuesday. Normally have it out there on Friday. You grab it so you can have it the weekend before. Now, I bought it sight unseen because I knew who the guy was. I remember Regulate being on Above the Rim soundtrack, so I'm like, that's dude, okay, bet. That song on there, I'll buy it. And that was one of the reasons I bought it. But what made me buy it for real, Warren G is Snoop Dogg's best friend. And I said, Snoop Dogg was the biggest rapper on the planet. And I'm like, I know he got a feature on here. I'm going to at least have the jump on that. And he wasn't. But I'm going to tell you something. It's 11 tracks. By the time I got to track 6, I was like, it's okay if he ain't on here. This is dope regardless. The features on the album, B-Tip, Ricky Harris there, the Twins, OGLB, Dub Shack, and Mr. Malik from Illegal, man. They on this show. They on this album, man. It's dope. Favorite songs, Regulate, What's Next, Do You See, and the ultimate favorite is this DJ. I was like, yo, what is this? Like, it's just like, that's when I heard that song, like, okay, it's okay, Snoop ain't on it, because this shit's hot. Disappointment in the album was that Snoop wasn't there, and it's a song that I played all the time. Like, it was always in my cassette back then. The cassette, 94 was a hot year. So I'm playing in the cassette all the time, and it was a song called What's Next. And we in the car just parked out, drinking, smoking, talking, and then one of the homies that was high like, man, did he just spell next wrong? And we kept rewinding it. And I'm like, yeah, he did. He like, what's next? What's next? Instead of saying next, N-E-X-T, he said, what's next? What's next? N-X-E. Oh, did I spell it wrong just now? Because I'm thinking about him. Okay, let's go back. Like, what's next? What's next? What's N-E-X-T? I'm like, okay, he didn't say that. He said, what's next? What's next? What's N-X-E-T? I'm like, yo, you're right, man. This is some strong weed to make your spelling sound good. Bomb album, highly recommended. Say B plus, man. I met Warren G at the Soul Plane premiere, and he was a to me, dog. He was a mean ass nigga. He ran like, "What's up, man? I'm a fan." Yeah, what up, man? I kept running. I ran into him like 3 times. He was just a jerk to me. But it don't. Hey, one thing ain't another, man. So, yo, I'm a fan of the artist, man. I lived in LA for a long time, so I learned not to take that personal with them. Maybe they had a bad day, or maybe you're trying to get a chick. I don't know. But yo, shout out to Warren G. Dope album. If I had to give it a grade, I'd say a B for sure, because it would have went over the top if Snoop was on it. But yo, man, classic rap album, man. Warren G. Regulate. Gonna get that, man. Remember the classics. Warren G. Regulate. Next segment. All right, here we go. The this or that today. Who made the biggest mistake in the finals? DeAron Fox, 2026, or J.R. Smith, 2017. Now, if you remember what happened in 2017 with the Cleveland Cavaliers versus the Warriors, LeBron missed the shot. So J.R. Smith grabbed the ball. Instead of taking it right back up, he brought the ball back out. And they could have won the game with that. And LeBron was pissed at him, like, man, what the hell are you doing? So, but that would have been the only game he would have won, because I think they got whooped after that. But they called that the dumbest move ever. Until last night. First of all, I can't put the whole blame on DeAron Fox because they were up 29 points going to the fourth, and they kept playing regular. If you up that much, you slow the ball down. This is why this 3-point ball crap. I've seen many games like that. I watched the Bulls play. I remember the Bulls beat the Lakers. They were down by 25 points and shot a bunch of threes and won the game at the last minute. It's not logical basketball. Like, yo, if y'all are up, slow the game down. Slow the game down. They kept shooting threes like 9 seconds to shoot the ball. Slow the game down. They're up 1. Wemby got a block. Threw the ball down to De'Aaron Fox. It is 10, 11 seconds left. Instead of dribbling around in circles, De'Aaron Fox decides to try to lay it up and got it blocked. So it gave the opportunity for them, the Knicks, to get the ball back. And Brunson takes the shot over Wemby. Wemby's outside because Brunson's hot, so he's not covering the hole. All of a sudden, OG Anunoby tips the ball in. 1.6 left. So who had the dumbest one? I'm going De'Aaron Fox. Because De'Aaron Fox, to me, he reminds me of Nick Van Exel, and he is one of the fastest dudes I've ever seen in my life. He could have easily dodged them for a cool 6 seconds. And make them foul him, shoot the free throws, the game is over. LeBron them, they went to overtime. I picked De'Aaron Fox. And I love De'Aaron Fox. But the dumbest play in NBA Finals history is De'Aaron Fox. Let me know who you guys pick on that. He should trip around in circles. I don't care what he did. I don't care how much Taylor Swift and all them were jumping up and down. Dude, y'all trying to win the basketball game. Should have slowed the game down. It's the coach's fault more than anybody, though. But DeAron Fox, at the end, y'all still had an opportunity. I'm blaming DeAron Fox. Next segment. All right, random questions. Random question. If I could do a sitcom finale over, which one would it be? Between Martin, Seinfeld, Family Matters, Roseanne. Okay, Martin ended. They moved to California. But Tisha Campbell and Martin Lawrence wasn't talking. They had to end it. It wasn't right anyway. They did their time. Fantastic show, whatever. Seinfeld, I thought it could have been better. But Larry David did it. That's why he brought Curry back last season. He did it the way they wanted to do it on Seinfeld. So they made up for that. Roseanne, I was never a big fan of the show. And I know what happened at the end, maybe, but then they brought the Connors back. So I'm like, okay, so the show didn't really leave. So the show I'm going with, if I can do a sitcom over, is Family Matters. Family Matters, Urkel was in space. They gave us like 10 years of this show, and Urkel was in space. Laura's been turning this dude down as long as I can remember. And I remember my buddy used to record those shows, and I'd go by there and check them out. And he like, this is the last show. And I'm watching it, and I'm like, this is the last show? He's in space. They could have hammed that show up. Remember, like on Happy Days when they were like, Joni and Chachi got married and they did a toast. And he like, to my daughter and Chachi, blah, blah, blah. He was like, to you people, thank you for all the years of Happy Days. You know what I mean? They could have did that shit. It could have been better because it was already Urkel's show. You know what I'm saying? I think Myra was gone. He was engaged to Laura. You could have showed them get married. That could have been the end of it. They moved networks. So yeah, out of all of those, I think they did the last episode like 10 episodes or something, 13. They could have let them do the 20 episodes. Could have been money. Too many years of that show for not to get a good send-off. I'm going to go with Family Matters. Let me know which one you guys pick, man. I'm picking Family Matters, man. Next segment. Much respect goes out to the late, great Stacey King. Ronald Stacey King. I did not know we had the same first name, bro. I would have been really been a big fan, but I am a big fan, man. I remember the Bulls drafted him. He was like the player of the year in Oklahoma back in the day. Dude was special. His personality stood out. He got to the Bulls 1990. Then in 91, 92, 93, he was with the championship years. He was always the comic relief on the podium after they did the Grant Park thing, man. And he got to the Bulls and he had to take a back seat to Horace Grant. But he fit the little formula for the Bulls. Fantastic. Got traded. He wound up playing for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Then he went to the Miami Heat and wound up retiring. After he retired, he became an assistant coach for some G League teams. And then he started commentating in 06, man. So for 20 years, we got a chance to listen to this guy talk Bulls basketball. I had to watch WGN when they were playing. And you look forward to those Saturdays when they were on. Your favorite moments by him is when Derrick Rose dunked on my man in Phoenix, Dragic in Phoenix. Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Do you know who this guy is? This is Derrick Rose. He jumped, man, come on, man. Exciting, bro. I'm like, I was mad that TNT didn't pick him up. Too big, too strong, too fast, too good. Last year, my man Giddey with the Lakers, when they were coming back, they were down 25, and Giddey shot the half quarter, boom. He like, oh, Elizabeth, I'm coming to join you. People didn't know what that was. He was doing Sanford and Son, Joe. Stacey King, one of the best things about Stacey King is the nicknames he gave the Bulls. Like, he had so many damn nicknames for people. Jimmy Butler, when he came in, when you gonna give me a nickname, man? So he gave him the name. All right, I'm gonna give you Gets Buckets. Jimmy G Buckets. The G is for Gets. Crazy, man. Kobe White called him Sub-Zero. Alex Caruso, the White Shadow. Kirk Thomas, Big Sexy. I don't know why he called him that. That's crazy. He had Ty's Gibson, Security of Defense. Boozellis. He called him Boozy Vert. Boozy Vert. My man Nicolo Cola. They used to play that at the games. Yeah, Thaddeus Young, Thaddeus Johnson, Laurie Marketing, the finisher, Carlos Boozer, the Booze Cruise, Nikola Vucevic, Vucci Mane, Cal Corby, he called him Hot Sauce. That's probably what he named his podcast after. Brian Scalabrine, he called him the White Mamba. He had Zach Levine, he called him Flight 8. Luol Deng, he called him the Lieutenant. DeMar DeRozan, he called him Compton's Finest. And of course, he had D-Rose, he called him the Windy City Assassin, man. Houdini. God damn it, man. I'm getting those some names. Man, Stacey King, I remember watching it last year. I'm calling my uncle, like, I can't believe he watching this show just to hear him talk because I could care less for this game. He's going to be missed, man. He passed away June 7, 2026, man. Age 59 years old. Gone too soon. He could have easily been the guy for that job for the rest of his life. He's going to be missed, man. They got to hang his thing up in the rafters like they got Chip Hearns in LA. You gotta do it, man. They gotta do it. Rest in peace, Ronald Stacey King. I did not know his name was Ronald, man. Same name, man. God bless you, bro. Rest well. That's it. Show's over. We're done, man. Shout out to Lamo behind the camera, man. Subscribe. Let somebody know about this, man. We having fun up here. It's the Ronnie Ray Show. God bless. And for my old man, enjoy in spite of it all. God bless. We out.